Hi everyone, it's Eric from ecotman12.blogspot.com and welcome to my unboxing of the Dell Ultrasharp 24 monitor. Now, I am really looking forward to unboxing this monitor. One of the main reasons I actually bought one is because I've now got some new sort of like desk space, so I can basically connect my MacBook Pro to this monitor, so I can basically work much more efficiently, because I like doing a lot of color correcting and stuff, and doing it on my MacBook Pro's 1440 by 900 resolution is not adequate enough for the kind of work that I need to do with it. So this is a 1920 by 1080 resolution display, and it's also a matte finish, which is very good, as I'll intend to place this right next to a window, and it's coming to the summer, so it'll be very, very sunny, hence you can see all the sunlight coming in right over here. So I'm really looking forward to actually unboxing this, and it's a huge box. It's actually a pain to bring it up here. I mean, I could barely fit it through my stairs, so it's a very, very thick box. And before I actually unbox it, I'm going to tell you this costs around about £170, and I want to check it out to see if it works properly with connecting to my MacBook Pro, as people did say that it does have some connectivity issues with certain Mac laptops. And I could have bought an Apple Thunderbolt display, but I just didn't want to get ripped off again by Apple. I mean, it's debatable their prices, but come on. For what is essentially a monitor, you're paying nearly £1,000, so that is rip-off price. I'm certain it's a very good product, as Apple do very good with their products, but come on, the price-wise, that is way too high. That's close to buying one of their laptops. So, with that being said, let us start getting on with the unboxing. Okay, so I've got my keys right here, and I'm going to try and take this tape out and then unbox the laptop. There we go, the tape is open. Now, let's just put my keys off to the side. Now let's see if I can actually get this all in shot for you, as this is very, very hard to actually unbox for you, as this looks like an extremely heavy box. So let's see. So I'm certain you can sort of see the contents in there, and this is not going to be easy to take out. Let's see if I can take it out piece by piece. And I'm just breaking the cardboard at this point, so let's see, what do we get first? We get some product information and drivers and documentation right there, and this gives you the exact model over there and tells you what you get and how you're supposed to actually get this up and running. And let's see, I can just take this cardboard off first and then take the laptop out. I gotta say, this is actually a painful unboxing right here. This laptop, you can tell is, well, not laptop, this monitor, you can tell is so weighty. Okay, I just skipped that part of the video because all I had to do was basically break some cardboard out. So, let's see. Over here we've got what looks like a USB connection to some sort of display out right over there. Over here we've got another sort of connector right here, display connector. Okay, another thing we've got here is a color calibration factory report. So this laptop has been color calibrated. Sorry, I shouldn't keep saying laptop. This monitor has been color calibrated right out of the box, so you shouldn't have to calibrate it yourself. It should be nice and up and running, and it should look as best as it possibly can right out of the box. Wow, this is quite heavy. I'm going to have to actually move this out of shot and just unwrap it. Okay, so let's see if I get this into shot. This is basically the stand, and it does look like metal. I'm pretty certain it is, but it might possibly be some sort of plastic, but this does overall feel really quite nice. So let's put this off to the side. Okay, another thing we got is a 3-pin plug, and I can't really see what this other connector is, but this should connect to the laptop. I'm about to say laptop again. This should connect to the monitor, which should be the next thing I take out right now. Okay, I've got the actual monitor right now. So this is really heavy. What I'm going to have to actually do is move this box out of the way and then give you a look at the monitor. So here is the monitor, and this is the most exhausting unboxing I've ever had to do. Literally, this took a lot of work to get out. So let's carefully get this out. Don't want to break it or anything. To tell you the truth, I really do hope this is everything I expect it to be, because I really don't want to pack this back up into that horrible box that it came in. So let's just pull that off. Whoa. Man, it's heavy. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Important instructions to set the display resolution to 1920 by 1080 maximum or on the CD. That's okay. How many of us need CDs nowadays when we're setting up any sort of product? There should be instructions that should do. Let's take this off. This is the first time I'm actually seeing a matte screen in person, believe it or not. So let's take all of this tape off right here. Okay, so here is the monitor, and it's a matte screen, so you can't see any reflections on it. You can't even see any reflections on it from my studio lights. Plus, you can't even see my reflection in it either, which you normally can see with all these unboxing I do. It's got a very nice coating to it. If I touch it, the fingerprints pretty much go away. Let's hope that stays, and it's not just something that's happening right now since I just unboxed it. So this is 24 inches, and I've got to say, I was thinking that 24 inches might be a bit small, but it does seem like a very, very good size. So what I'm going to have to actually do now is set this all up, and then I'll come right back to you, hoping it works with my MacBook Pro, and show you how I'm getting on. And here is my new mini workstation. Now, as you can see, there's the Dell monitor right over there, and there's my MacBook Pro, and that keyboard and that mouse is only temporary. I just put something there just to see how everything would fit, so that's going to be replaced with an Apple keyboard, the wireless one eventually, and that I'm going to replace it with another mouse because that one we've had for a long time. I just put it there just to see if everything fits properly in this little desk of mine right here, or wardrobe. Anyway, over here I've also got a chair. Now this is actually a very nice chair. I actually got it off of eBay. Extremely good condition, and this is an extremely high-end and high-grade sort of like office chair. And it is extremely comfortable. So everything is adjustable. So yeah, you can adjust the height of it. You can adjust the arms. I'll give you a quick look at that. You can see there's that little lever right there. You can see that. You can adjust the arms, so it can go all the way low and then it can go all the way high, which is where I prefer them. And very comfortable to sit in as well. So I'll actually just do that as I give you a kind of first-person view of my sort of like workstation right here. So let's zoom out, go back a bit. And yes, this is a rollable chair, by the way. But anyway, yep, here you can see for when I'm editing, this is a matte screen, by the way, so you can see my studio light sort of like reflecting there, but not sort of like having overtaking that screen real estate right there. I really like that. So as you can see, I'm next to a window, and then when the light comes in, this is all that's going to happen, something like this. It won't be as strong as, it's not as strong when I'm looking at it right now as it is on camera. Trust me, the light is not that bright on the screen, but you can barely notice the light on it. That's how great this matte screen is for my kind of setup. And as you can see, I've got some clips that are like not connected right now, but that's because I just took the memory card out of my MacBook Pro and I just put it inside this camcorder, so that's why the clips aren't connected, and I just put my intro on the viewfinder, on the sort of like program sequence screens right there, just to show something instead of a blank screen. But yeah, much more real estate for me to edit my videos in. And you might be wondering, what am I using my MacBook Pro for right here? Well, this is still Adobe Premiere Pro that I'm using to edit, and I use this to edit all my big projects and videos. And this is basically just a color correction kind of like monitor right here. This is one of the reference monitors. Now I use 4 of these. This one I just put on here just to show you right now how I'm using it. But I'm going to be using 4 of these similar kind of monitors to sort of like manage the color, so I will know the color accuracy on my videos when I'm color correcting. So that's why I've got the MacBook Pro over here, so I can basically use it for color correcting and stuff. So as you can see, if I just play this video a little bit right here, then if I stop, you can see that it basically changes. So when I'm doing color correcting, this is for brightness and stuff like that. And then you have some for color and etc, etc. But I'm not going to go into those right now. So yeah, I've got much more screen real estate for editing my videos on now. A nicer workstation to do so. Got a really nice chair to do so as well, because normally I just sit in the living room or say in my bedroom or something, and I just edit the videos on those sort of like beds and stuff, when they're not really the most comfortable for editing on. And my MacBook Pro, when it's not in use, what I can do is close it up. This will just have a quick blank, and then there you go. I can still use this mouse to move the pointer around on the screen, as you can see, and I can still use the keyboard to basically interact with everything, and I did not want to do that, so I'm going to have to undo that. But there you go, you pretty much get it. That, you know, that's how I'm using my workstation. I really do enjoy this. And in case you're wondering how I got my MacBook Pro set up right now, at the back I've got a switch. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a couple plugs down there. The camera can't really fit down there because my Mac is in the way. And over here behind these will move soon. You can see right there, that I've connected my MacBook Pro's charger and the monitor's kind of plug as well, and this goes into the back, and I'm still neaten it up a little bit, because if you move things they tend to show up a bit more, but as you can see it goes towards the back. And this Dell XPS monitor has a very good job of doing some cable management, although I have to do a better job than what I just did. That was just to see if it works. What I also love about this monitor is you can actually, let's see if I can actually do this. I have to pull it upwards from here. You can increase the height of it, and you can do it very, very easily. So if I do it with two hands, that's how you're supposed to do it. And you can even move the monitor as well. So if that stand does not move, but you can move the screen pretty much at every angle. So absolutely fantastic design with this. And this video is getting quite a bit long right now, so what I'm going to have to do is sort of end it up here, but just going to say last thing. Here you can see I've got the this part which is connected to the monitor. This is also a display port which is connected to the monitor. It does fit inside the Thunderbolt connector on my mid-2012 MacBook Pro. At the end I've got the little charger here to charge my MacBook Pro, because the thing is, if you don't have this, if you unplug it, it just does not connect to the display. And if you do connect it back to the display, you can see the charger's back in, then it will reconnect, as you can see. So let's see, will it do it? It's going to want me to open up my MacBook Pro actually, and there you go, it's starting to come back to the lock screen again. If I close my MacBook Pro, which I did, it still shows. So yep, that's pretty much it guys. I just wanted to give you a quick look at that. This is where I'll be doing my sort of like editing and stuff now, and I'm really looking forward to actually finishing this whole setup up, and then I'm going to actually continue editing my videos and do much bigger projects much more efficiently and easier. And in case someone asks just before I forget about mentioning this, the reason why I've got this white sheet of A3 paper here is just for when I do my YouTube videos. So then the camera goes up on top like this, and you can see it's a very nice white surface, and if I do some color correcting you can barely notice this is a piece of paper. So thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Eric from ecotman12.blogspot.com. Please thumbs up, comment and subscribe, and I'll see all of you next time. Take care.